Oh, sorry. Om Om Sadashiva-samārambhām Shaṅkarācārya-madhyamām Asmadācārya-paryantām Vande Guru-paraṁparām Gurur-brahma Gurur-vishnu Gurur-devo Maheshwarah Guru-sakshat param-brahma Tasmai Shri-gurave namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So we'll go to straight away the verse number 7. Yasya sarvani bhutani atmanyevanupashyate sarvabhuteshu chatmanam tatra ko mohakah shvakah. Up to this we have seen. Now let us look at verse number 8. Saparyagat shukram akayam avarnam asnaviram shuddham apapaviddham कबीर मनीषी परिभूः स्वयंभू यर्थात् तथात्यः तथ्यतः अर्थान् व्यदधात् सात् शास्त्रिभः समाभ्यः. This is a little complicated, but once I break the words, it becomes easier. Saha prayagat shukram akayam avranam asnaviram shuddham apapaviddham kavihi manishi paribhūḥ swayambhuh. Then comes yatha tathyatah arthan vyadadhat shaswatibhyah samabhyah. So is it clear? So that it becomes easier being strong words. Now let us look at as we have been discussing that there are two margas. One is Nivritti marga, other one is Pravritti marga. From verse number 4 to 8, so we are discussing this Jnana Yoga called Nivritti marga. This verse happens to be the last one, most important verse also we consider. So in this verse, Atma Swarupa Varnam is complete. So what is Atma Swarupa? So what is the nature of self? So Varnam is description, okay? Description of oneself. Jivatma Paramatma Aikyamiti. So that there is no difference between Jivatma, the individual self, called as Jiva, individual, and Paramatma, the totality. Or if you can say that this Jivatma is called, or you can say the Atma is called Jivatma, this is better word. Atma is called as Jivatma when it identifies with Shariratrayam. Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and Karana Sharira. When Atma is free from this Shariratrayam, and that Atma is no more called Jivatma, becomes, or the very Atma is called Paramatma, which is governing the universe. This is the essence of this verse. Let us look at in details. So he says, look, Saha Paryagat Sukram Akayam Avranam Asnaviram Shuddham Apapa Viddham. So this is the description of Atma. So that means Saha, that Atma, is indeed Paramatma. So Paryagat, it is pervaded, it's all pervading. So how? In the form of what? Says it's a form of Shukram. So this word Shukram had got different meaning, we need to understand. So we say that Swayam Prakasa Chaitanya Rupena Atma iti Shukram. So that means that which is self-effulgent. So Shukram means self-effulgent. That's why during Arati time, what is the popular mantra? Na tatra suryo bhati, na chandra tarakam, nema vidyuto bhanti, kutoyam agnihi, tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. So this is the main point. Tameva bhantam sarvam anubhati. You are the source of light. Behind you, after you, or borrowing your light, others exist or illumines. Like sun lights, but moon borrows. So moon is lighting or giving light. Is not is moon's light. It is borrowed light. So this is what is called self-effulgence. We have seen the prakriya, so let us not get into too much. So Shukram, and not only that, he says, look, also Akaryam. So it should be Akaryam, not Akayam. Wrongly I have typed. So it should be Akaryam. So Akaryam, when he says that the literal translation of Akaryam, it should be not Karyam, not product. But we would put the translation free from Karya. So what is that Karya? Sukshma Sharira Sambandha Rahitatvam. You can say Sukshma Karana Sharira Sambandha Rahitatvam. So that means what? That which is free from subtle body. And not only that, the next point he says, it is called Abranam. So when he says Abranam and also Asnaviram, these two words, you can see this point. So this Abranam and Asnaviram highlights Stula Sarira Sambandharahitam. So we can take three things. Please understand. One is Akaryam, Abranam, Asnaviram, one, and Shuddham. So these three words we can connect with three shariras. That is better. So this Akaryam is connected to subtle body, free from Sukshma Sharira. And Abranam, Asnaviram. So literally Abranam means that which is not attached to gross body, free from gross body. And Asnaviram, that same thing also, that without any nerves. snayurahitamiti. So that means that again free from gross body. Now when these two talks very nicely, and that is what is called Shuddham. So Shuddham is pure, that is connected to causal body. And interestingly, also that will be connected to Sanchita Karma later on. Because all Sanchita Karma is stored in where? In Karana Sariram. I hope you are able to understand what I am talking, okay? So you can say, what is this Sanchita Karma suddenly you brought? Huh? What is this karma? Then I'll say, okay, please don't worry. This is my karma to teach you, okay? So this word karma has got many meanings, okay? Depends upon how you talk, where you talk. I remember one beautiful incident that happened. You have to be very careful, especially married men have to be more careful while opening your mouth. So one fellow came to see me long back. And our Nitya Kalyan Perumal in Tirudandai. So the rule is you have to break the coconut before entering so that you don't make mess. So the fellow broke the coconut. So while breaking the coconut, unfortunately the coconut was wrong, means spoiled one. And he said, my karma. One word he used, my karma. That's all. Unfortunately, wife was there. What do you mean by the karma? And the wife got so angry, ran away in the hot sun, taking the child. Poor man was running behind in the hot sun. How to pacify wife? Because again, that is also karma, okay? So which karma brings what karma phala don't. So that's why the word karma is very powerful. Be careful, okay? However, coming back. Then he says, look, interestingly, this is Shuddham because free from Sanchita karma. Then what about this Prarabdha karma? And of course, Agami karma. He says, look, this is being taken care of by Apapa Viddham iti. So Apapa Viddham means untouched by Papam. So you can say untouched by Punya and Papa karma. So that these two, this Prarabdha and Agami also taken care. And he says, look, when you look at how it is that all pervading Atma, that which is self-effulgent, which is free from subtle body, gross body, and definitely causal body. And interestingly, happens to be what? Pure and untouched by papa and punya. And again, it says carefully, kabihi manishi paribhūḥ. So let me, because talk this point very carefully. So when he says kavihi, so what is the kavi? General translation of kavi means poet. But in Vedantic language, we say kavi means that sometimes we say drashta ityartha, and here sarvagya ityartha. And here sarvagya means the one who is omniscient. So that means the knower of everything. So the same Atma is omniscient. And at the same time, Manishi. So Manishi also is called great sages. But here Manishi taken differently. That Manishi is being highlighted here as same Lord of all minds. So that means here the Atma is not only Sarvagya, also is Manishihi, Lord of all minds. And at the same time, paribhūḥ. So paribhūḥ means, very interestingly use, karyatitah. So that means it is beyond all products. That means superior to all products, including body, mind, complex, everything. And what is that? Again, that is indeed Swayambhu. So this is Swayambhu word is very much popular, especially in India. So we very carefully use this Swayambhu with reference to Lord Shiva. First, we ask whenever we go to any temple, so we ask whether is it Jyotirlinga or not. So there are Dwadasa Jyotirlingas, 12 Jyotirlingas all over India. Actually, it's worth seeing them. It has its own energy, Jyotirlinga. And apart from 12 Jyotirlingas, there are many Swayambhu. And this Swayambhu word also has got another word. Hey, don't become a Swayambhu. Okay? Self-made also called Swayambhu. So that means the linga, by itself it has come. Nobody has established. So when it comes by itself, so that is called Swayambhu. And that Shiva linga has got its own energy. And here we use this Swayambhu, that which is self-existent. Unborn ityartha, or you can say eternal. And not only that, he says, this is Swayambhu yatha tathyatah. So that means what? This is Swayambhu, what it does. So if that is the Ishwaraha, so what is that Ishwaraha, Paramatma? Self-effulgent, free from all bodies, pure, untouched by Papa and Punya, and that Ishwara is me, okay? Don't forget that. And that Ātman is omniscient, Lord of all minds. And at the same time, that which is beyond all Kriya, transcendent, you can say, and self-existent. That Ishwara now gives its job to different things, different people, different things. That is what he says, yatha tathyatah, according to the capacity and order. Arthan means duties, functions, or different roles. Vyadadhat, alerts, distributes. So Vyadadhat means distributed. Shashvatibhyah, devatas, those who are eternal, means relatively eternal. Samabhyah, to the Prajapatis, those who, Prajapati means we have got different Prajapati, those who are the cause of the creation. That's why when we do Havanam, Om Bho Swaha, Agnaidam Namama, Om Bhuva Swaha, Vayavedam Namama, Om Subha Swaha, Suryaidam Namama, Om Bhurbhuva Subha Swaha, Prajapataidam Namama. So there it comes. So we try to give Prajapati oblation regularly. In fact, that is the part of the ritual. So he says, look, this Atma now alerts their respective cosmic duties to the eternal Prajapatis. They keep coming, Nitya Prabhatvatiti. Now, what does that means? I am the one. I do everything. Aham Brahmasmi ityarthaha. So that means Please understand this particular verse, not only Atma Swarupa Varnanam, Atma Swarupa Jnanam also is there, Atma Swarupa Jnana Phalam also is there in these three. So what is myself? And also, what is the knowledge of me? Also, by knowing this knowledge, what is the result I am going to get? All the three are in this. Now, interestingly, with this verse, now the Nivritti Marga is completed in this Upanishad. From next verse onwards, we'll be getting into Pravritti Marga. So Pravritti Marga means basically karma and upasana together. I would like to say very carefully, here, the verse number 9 onwards, we need to understand the words technically. Especially the word vidya and avidya. So if you say vidya means knowledge, avidya means ignorance, opposite to vidya, knowledge, that means whole verse will be misunderstood. That's why there we need some type of knowledge. We need the help of Acharya. We need the help of the traditional teaching. And especially verse number or mantra number 9, mantra is better. So mantra number 9 adopts a prakriya, a methodology of teaching we call as Ninda Stuti Prakriya. So I am not getting into the verse so that I don't have much time, so that's why. So this is called Ninda Stuti Prakriya. So what is this Ninda Stuti Prakriya? Ninda means what? Rejecting, condemning. Stuti means praising. So this is the mixture of both. So why this? We call that condemnation followed by the glorification. So why do we condemn? Is it for condemnation? No, we never condemn something just for condemnation. But here we say we do reject, we do condemn this both karma and upasana or karma or upasana just to reorganize or reorient our attitude. So reorientation of attitude can be managed with Ninda Stuti Prakriya. If you observe present day children, they don't have any Ninda, only Stuti. And psychologist will say, hey, look, only you have to praise or else self-esteem will go down. That is not acceptable in the teaching. So when you have to bring up your child, you have to follow Ninda Stuti Prakriya. Especially when the child attitude is not okay, and you want to reorganize, reorient the child's thinking, you need to condemn the child, and at the same time, you need to take care of the child. So pointing out that your thinking is wrong, but you are not wrong. If that is not done, the child thinking will move in one direction, which is not manageable in long run, especially present generation. And in our time, it was only Ninda. There was no Stuti at all. That was another worst case, okay? You understand? Only condemning, hey, you are good for nothing, you cannot do anything. That is also equally bad. And present generation, especially those who have gone through Ninda too much, they neglect that. They only Stuti. My child is great. My child is so sweet, so nice. So you need to balance. So this Ninda Stuti Prakriya, we will see, tomorrow how this Vidya and Avidya does. Okay? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, all of you.